And happy Monday and welcome back. Here we are in Kenshi, where we left off. We decided that we were going to take today to scout in these hills. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Because Takeya here has a lot of stuff to figure out. He needs to decide if he's going to continue to stay in the border zone, in the hub here, or if we're going to move on. So I'm going to have him pick up the pace just a little bit. So we can get to those hills quicker than we oh, hey goats. A little quicker than a walking pace, because it is a bit of a hefty distance. But I would definitely like to get some scouting of these hills done. All we gotta do now is make sure we keep the hub in visual range, because as you all know, I am so terrible at reading this map. I think we're heading west. Pretty sure we're heading west. Yeah, this direction is north, I know that, so we're definitely heading west. Now let's take a look at our stats here. Strength 7, toughness 14, dexterity 5, perception 1, not great. But our saber skill went up to 4, which is nice. Hopefully that will serve us well should we come across anything not wanting to be our friend out here. And we can, alright, we have a full sprint we have access to as well, which means our strength has gotten a bit higher. We can sprint up to 16 miles an hour, which is good. We've just seen some things running around here lately. Dust bandits, namely. Dust bandits and starving bandits. I'm not concerned about a starving bandit or two, but I am concerned about dust bandits. Uh-oh. It says we discovered a hive village. Huh. Interesting. I wasn't intending to discover any hive villages, but might be something worth checking out. But I want to get up in these hills and see if there's anything here. Alright. Alright, we're up here now. Solid view of the area. Let's go this way. We'll have him pick up the pace since he's doing a little scouting. We've got some meat wraps on us, which is 50 nutrition, so I'm... Uh-oh. What are we sprinting for? Oh! Okay. Oh man, that was a couple of nasty hits right in the stomach. So he's just gonna gun it. I mean, we're running quicker than them, so yeah, I'm not terribly concerned about them catching us, but I don't want to put too much distance because I want them to still follow us into the hub. So I wonder, why is my attack so low? Weather penalty and total equipment. Jeez. I guess they could... Maybe they heard me say I've got meat wraps on me, like, meat wraps? And they just fucking start gunning it for me, man. And I hope the video quality is better in this one than it was in the previous 3. While we're being chased by these starving bandits, I certainly must apologize for that. It was frustrating me to no end. I'm not gonna... They don't want to do the thing a lot of YouTubers do where they complain about YouTube sometimes, but I will say it was a good portion of it my fault, but not entirely. Did you all leave? Freaking jerks. Let's see. Yeah, we'll have them follow us. We can have them follow us right into the hub. That would be really neat. Oh, he's quick. This one's quick. She's quick. Who are you? Vino with the Tech Hunters. Hey, buddy. Cool tricorn. Where's the missing arm guy? Oh my god, did he get up and leave? I wonder if we go in here, will they... Alright, yeah, they will help us. Beautiful. Oh man, we're turning this place into a ballroom blitz, and I love it. Get them, trade ninjas. Hey, shrimp. I'm good, man, but I appreciate it. Alright, we're gonna give this guy just a few short hours of rest. But he's definitely gonna need it. Maybe we'll do a little nighttime scouting in the hills. Would that be worthwhile? Give me a second. You might hear my bottle crackle. So I'm trying to like I said in a previous episode, this virtual desert, just looking at it makes me actual thirsty. Delicious. Okay. Alright. I'm comfortable getting out of bed when that says 99. I think that'll just heal 1 point on its own naturally. Just that one little point that's going to make the difference in the next fight we get, and we're just going to get beat up. Alright, no, we're good. Oh. Yeah, I think Takeya has had it with starving bandits, man. I think these cats have gotten on his last nerve. So is this Vino from the Tech Hunters? Man, you look sweet. Let's just break our view of our character for a second. Like, that is one cool looking Scorchlander, man. Love that. Love me a nice tricorn hat. It's a shame you can't really pull that off these days. Alright. Should we just sell the junk that all those bandits are carrying on them? What the heck? Let's just do it. There we go. That's a critical wound. You ain't coming back from that, buddy. Alright. I think we can pick up the pace again, and I'm gonna set a waypoint for, like, way up there. See what happens. That's how we're gonna use our afternoon. Holy smokes, what happened out here? Oh, were these just... Did they just throw their bodies out here? Or maybe they dropped their bodies outside and they just glitched out this way? That's probably... It's probably a good chance that's what happened. Hilarious. Love it. Frickin' starving bandit. Son of a gun. Is that more starving bandits? There's no way it isn't, right? I mean, I can't... Starving bandits. Little freaking jerks. I swear. That saber skill is 5 now, though. What is our KO point? Minus 20. You think we can take them on? I mean... I'd prefer not to risk everything here, but... And I don't want to cheese the game by clicking attack 1, and then only one of them comes running, because, like, that's not particularly realistic. Like, how would they just know, like, ah, somebody put an attack order on me, let me run 7 miles in this direction without informing any of my friends here. But they certainly are thick in these hills, aren't they? That doesn't make me happy. But our athletics is going up, which does make me happy. Hard to hate that. Alright, well, we're not going to mine this resource, but... Oh, here these guys are. It's like they're going exactly where we want to go. Frickin' scumbag bandits, I swear. Oh, hey! This must be that hive village. I've certainly heard of the structures of the hivers being all gross looking. And that looks pretty gross. Those look like turds to me. So this area is this little thing right here. Good to know. Why is the water red? Let's continue sneaking through the hills here. I certainly don't want to alert all those bandits, but I'm not opposed to getting a shot or two in on a couple of them if we can keep an eye on ourselves and, you know, pray they don't hit our legs. But I'd feel more comfortable fighting them if we had already eaten this food. But considering this stuff is not cheap, I don't want to risk the knockout. And especially since their leaders tend to carry sabers, very similar to ours. Ooh. They're heading this way, aren't they? Looks like they're heading our way. If they're gonna keep doing that, maybe we can circumvent. Say we go this way, but they really are just hanging out up in these dang hills. Something spotted us, or something can see us at least. But he's still... Oh, Garu. Okay, well I can live with that. As long as it's not the bandits. Bad day when a freaking Garu sneaks up on you like that. Come on, Takeya. I just want to see if we can spot anything in the distance. We found that hive village. We have a decent idea where that's at least when we're looking at it from high up. Good to know. Might be worth checking out. I've never spent too much time in the land of the hivers. Only hivers I have any real experience with in previous characters was, you know, whatever hivers were in the United Cities, usually Empire peasants or the occasional samurai or tech hunter. Never really went to their territory, though. The hivers I had the most experience with were the fogmen. So, let's keep moving. Yeah, that's... Come on. Let's keep it, Okay, wow. Alright. There's definitely some views up here. Is that I don't know if that's a city in the distance or a ruin, perhaps? That's probably a ruin of some sort. A tower. Can we get a little closer? I'm just glad we've been able to avoid the bandits in the hills here. Had no idea these hills were so frickin' thick with them. That sneak is still going up, so... You know, this is actually... It's a good skill to have, honestly. Especially since we're going for... Trying a more realistic playstyle. Wow, what a view. That's interesting, whatever that might be out there. City, ruin. Spotted that. There's that Hiver village we saw earlier. down there. So, Hiver Village. Cool. And a possible city. So, the High Village, we're looking northwest. So, southeast is a city of some sort. Possibly. And some pretty crazy looking rocks. It's a really neat looking rock formation. I don't know if that's ruined scrap or some sort of bones. But that's interesting. That is interesting. I think that is enough scouting in these hills for today. I think it's probably wise we get back to the hub as quickly as we are able. We'll just set a waypoint for the stairs at that exit, at the south exit. And I'm confident we can outrun anything that might be chasing us if we get put in a precarious situation, but after a day of scouting, I think it's definitely good we get back in the city. I think Takeya has earned that much. I think we can all agree on that. Make sure we keep our head on a swivel here, at least as much as we're able. Sometimes the camera angles get a little weird on inclines here in Kenshi. Sometimes I wish this game had a first-person view, but my gaming is so Bethesda coded, it's crazy. It's pretty much all I played for like 20 years. Man, this, I gotta say, beautiful world. Beautiful world. The nighttime skybox is a little goofy, but it's just really awesome. I mean, look at that planet with all that water, and we're stuck here on this moon. I wonder if future Kenshi adventures will ever take us to that planet. Probably not, I imagine, but it's nice to sit up there and look at it. But boy, is it getting dark. So I, for one, am very happy we are heading into town. Even as terrible as that town may be, but we made an effort and we fought like hell to get here to the hub. So I think it's important that we make it, we do our best to give this area a real shake. Is this who? More of these guys. What about over here? Dust bandits. Oh, wow. Gosh, man. Akron's Pride was not this thick with bandits, let me tell ya. But hey, man, this apparently is life in the border zone, and it's one of those things where if we're going to be here, we're just going to have to accept that or leave. And I think Takeya is still deciding whether or not he's going to leave. I'm not even going to bother taking their clothing, but I'll take their iron sticks and sell them. Poor bastards. I mean, I certainly understand the necessity of having to be a little evil to survive the face of hunger. Takeya is no stranger to that, but we never tried to rob and kill people. We just we did kind of raid a frickin' pantry. Shinobi Thieves. Haiwan. You are one cool looking dude. Or dudette, actually. It looks like a female character. Still, you look awesome. You going to buy some stuff? The irony. But hey, cash being spent here is a good sign. While this technically isn't our place of business or anything, it's at least nice to see there's some economic activity in this place. So we don't feel like a fool for coming here. I mean, I feel pretty foolish, not gonna lie, but nope, 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 nope. Come on. There we go. Wonder if part of me should keep an iron stick on me, just for those indoor fights. Yeah, I don't know. Probably not. But we definitely gotta eat soon, huh? Sell that, sell that. Wonder if we should look to upgrade our armor. Do you sell armor here? Actually, I should look at that. A helmet or something, maybe? No, just whatever random junk we had in here before. I think we also should look into getting a backpack, but I don't think we have the funds for something like that. Oh heck. And maybe we just pick up the pace and we spend tonight looting these guys for every frickin' coin we can scrape together. Maybe that's just what, you know, every cat is going to be important, every little penny. So, we'll take it. I'm not gonna argue. And we're gonna need to buy some new food soon anyway, so that's probably gonna kill the majority of the money we'd like, because I'm thinking about buying those, buying a food cube. I know those things are super pricey, but the nutrition they provide is so good, and I'm definitely interested in being as well fed as possible. And it takes up as much space as this meat wrap. I think it costs a little more, but hey. Oh man, we forgot to take the sell the iron stick. But yeah, I'm thinking food cube will be our next thing, and that's gonna pretty much, yeah, see, we ate the meat wrap, so food cube is gonna take the majority of this money from us. But you know what, I think we'll pick it up. We'll buy one in the morning, just in case something happens. I'd like to have the cash on me for now. I'm sure these guys have been... No, they have not been devoured by flies yet. Ain't that nice? So, that's what we're going to do. We're going to sell that. Is there anything I can take from you? No. But what we can do is pick him up and hope that he doesn't go flying when we, drop him outside the bar. Flies all over him, the smelly bastard. I mean, I imagine all of us in Kenshi don't smell very good, because I don't see anybody bathe. Beautiful. No, it looks like we're at least going to hit 2,000 cats. I'll take that. I mean, that's freaking hard to hate. Actually, let me tell you this before I forget. Boy's got to be real sick of buying iron sticks by now. Knew there was room. I mean, even if it's only like 20 or 12 cats, an item, probably, maybe not worth, you know, when I'm looking at the money pile grow, even though it's not a lot, it's hard to say it's not worth it because, you know, obviously, you know, every penny is going to help us. Who is this? Holy Nation Outlaw. Holy smokes, Miss Charlotte. I am honor-bound to assist you because that is my goddaughter's name. So, oh my gosh, man. I mean, hey, you look tough. You look like you survived, so good for you. I wish I could give you food. Because she is starving. But I have no food myself, ma'am. But I hope that, medical care is, you know, good enough. At least for now. Let's carry this jerk. Before the flies, eat him up. Poor Miss Charlotte. I do wish her the best. Only because she reminds me of my own dear sweet Charlotte. Alright. Getting some sales in. 2,100 cats, you know, not the greatest, but far from the worst. Man, that one-armed guy, I wonder what the hell he's doing. Hey, Charlotte's head went up. One point in healing. Alright, now you will carry you into the city too. Oh, let's run around this way. Honestly, I don't know why I wasn't just doing this. Beautiful. We'll go drop them outside. We'll be respectful. We brought a stinky, rotten corpse in there. We'll be kind enough to put it outside. And watch it no clip right out of reality. Wow, that is just the way the arm is twisted. It looks like Vecna got a hold of him. It's for all my Stranger Things fans out there. Alright, it is 4 a.m. This dude needs to go cop some nappy nap time, I think. Did the strength go up? Yeah, I think it did. That's pretty cool. I think we'll give him till like 6-ish. Whoa, what's going on with you? Do you need medical care? No. There's nothing I could do for you anyway. You just gotta let that busted leg heal up on its own. Okay. We'll give you till 7 to sleep. I wonder how that Charlotte lady's doing. She doing all right? She surviving? Yeah, I'd like to get like a nice helmet or a hat, or at least a higher grade version of this. I think there's yeah, maybe a better leather shirt too. I just wonder if we should make our way back to Stack, or should we try to move further south, further west, and see more of the world? I just really do not know. I mean, obviously, exploring and having more of the world at our, you know, in our collective knowledge here is a good thing. But as we know, I cannot read this map very well, so we definitely run the risk of getting lost, possibly out in the desert, and I'm not sure I want that. Ooh, a Nodachi. That would be cool, but I don't want to... Oh, I want it, but I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to buy it. Don't worry. I'm not going to do nothing silly. Where's the food cube? There it is. Should we... We're just going to buy one. We're just going to buy one. I don't think we really have enough money to warrant a shopping trip or an expedition to another city. So maybe we shouldn't have even purchased that. At least not until we were hungrier. Because that just, in case we get attacked, we've noticed that the hills are a lot thicker with bandits than they were before, especially out here in this area where we like to go. Well, it is what it is. We have it now. I think we need to just head out and do some copper mining. Maybe that's the smart move. Maybe that's where the smart money's at today. Just being productive, making some money on some copper, and you know, moving forward. But I would like to see this couple. Sorry if you can hear my squeaky chair also, but might be worth checking out that hive village to see what kind of trade they've got. I've never done much trading with the hive. Like I said, my hiver experience is limited to the Fogmen and whatever exiled hivers I met living out in the Great Desert or working as a tech hunter. So I don't have much experience with them. So it might be cool to see a little bit of their culture and a little bit of their lands and territory. And I know there's another hive in the south. But again, I just don't know where. I'm not too familiar with these lands. But we also know there's more United Cities territory in the south, and as Takeya is formerly a United Cities guy, you know, that might be worth... Or he's formerly a United Cities citizen, so it might be worth heading to a different part of his home country. We certainly don't look destitute anymore, so that's probably a plus. I think the samurai would be less inclined to harass us nowadays. But if we're going to go into the United Cities, we'd better have quite a few cats on us, just in case they do feel the need to harass us and say we better show some serious cash. Because we're definitely not trying to get murdered by the samurai, or worse, arrested. And if you go to jail in the United Cities, you know, chances are the slavers are going to come by and pick you up. I've learned that the hard way. It's very difficult to fully serve out a jail sentence in this game. Oh man, who is that? Dust bandits. And where are you guys going? That looks like a hefty group of them, though. I'll say that. Just don't turn this way. Or actually turn this way. I don't care, because I'm just going to try to mine and mind my own business. But if I can see them, chances are they can probably see me. But at least they don't seem interested in sprinting over here to beat Takeya's ass. And I have a feeling they aren't just looking to rob us of food. Alright, yeah, you guys go that way. We're gonna have him pick up the pace a little bit. We're creeping up on 10 a.m., so maybe it's smart we just get moving right now. Oh, yeah, looks like one of the last times we mined, we left ourselves a little progress on getting a nugget of copper out, so that's good. I'll take that as maybe a good sign. That nugget of copper it's getting loose, so that's good to know. So, since we know these hills are so thick with bandits, we'll have to definitely keep an eye out. I mean, we did a good job at keeping awareness before, so I'm not too worried on that. Okay. But if those guys are going over there, I wonder what the odds are that they're just gonna they're just walking around the city and gonna catch us from behind. Either way, I think we did a little bit of scavenging, which brought us some extra cash. But this copper is what's gonna get us some few bucks per. And I think once we get a few thousand cats under our belt, we can a few thousand more, assuming we don't get too stuck purchasing food. So I think we're going to focus on nutrient-dense food, like this food cube, because that's 2 meals for 700 cats. 2 meals, that is 75 nutrition. So we're going to focus on nutrient-dense food and maybe go on a shopping expedition. I just don't know if we want to check out that possible city that was out this way, or maybe in this direction, or if we just want to go north and head back towards Stack, because we know Stack. But I just don't know too much of, I don't remember seeing a weapons store in there, but there was clothing and armor. And maybe we could make a trip back to Blister Hill. Find ourselves back in Akron's Pride. We knew how safe that was. So I'd feel comfortable traveling that territory. Certainly more comfortable than I feel out here in the border zone. But nobody said life in the border zone was going to be easy. Maybe that was just Takeya being a little over-imaginative. Because his situation started pretty freaking hopeless. So that hope is what carried him here. Even though he probably feels a bit deflated out here. It's definitely not... the situation, again, could always be worse. At least he's not still eking out a life in the ruins of Bast. And hey, our laboring skill is going up. It's almost at 20. Amazing. Love that. Let's hit that 60% mark. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, it's 2 nuggets of copper. It's creeping up on noon, so we're definitely still got to keep an eye out. Oh man, I thought this was some people walking in the distance. I was like, oh heck no. First I was like, why are they so big? Okay. Oh man, that labor stat's almost at 20, baby. I think we can hang out on this screen for a little while and enjoy the satisfaction of that hitting 20. 97. It's going to be 98. Oh, baby. 99. And labor level 20. Look at us. Look at you, Takeya. It just means we're going to be mining a bit quicker. Which I like to hear. You know, the quicker we get at it, you know, the quicker we can actually build up some savings, and maybe our plan when we go on our little expedition, you know, we've got some first aid kits, so we're good on that. Maybe our plan will be to, you know, we'll buy like 2 food cubes. That should be more than enough, I think, to get us to somewhere like Stack, or if we go out that way and I get lost in the desert, that should keep us fed for a couple days. Oh! My God. That was freaking scary. Freaking Garu, man. I heard the and then they just, wow, the way they just pop in a frame. My God, they are ugly creatures, aren't they? Oh, man. Wow, my heart is racing so fast. Alright, 1 p.m., 1 p.m., 1 p.m. I think maybe after we finish this day of work, we might want to try a little scouting over here. See if there's any advantages we can get on this hilltop. We scouted in these hills. Let's check this one. Maybe tomorrow morning we'll head out for that. I think we should just definitely spend the rest of today mining. Maybe we'll work a little extra and fill up what inventory space we can. I mean, we're definitely good. We're not hungry. We're not going to be hungry anytime soon. But the longer we stay out here, definitely the longer or definitely the greater our odds of attracting some unwanted friends in the form of a bone dog or these dust bandits or starving bandits. Starving bandit will take that food cube and leave us bleeding in the dirt. Heck, man, we're almost at labor level 21. That is just real swell. Makes me happy when I see skills increase. Bar goes up, I like it. Heck, man, we may have a full inventory of copper before we even reach what I would consider our endpoint for the workday. It's only about 2 p.m., well, shortly after. I think we got room for 1, 2, 3 more pieces of copper, and I think we'll reach that by 5. At least I hope. I mean, we're already at laboring 21, so he's definitely getting them out a little bit quicker. I mean, even if it's just like a minute speed increase, everything helps. Every little bit helps. And the hunger's at 294, so we are good there. Love that. Hello, Garu. I appreciate you guys not sneaking up on me this time. Oh, that's a little one. How neat. Whoa, is his leg messed up? Let me give bro some first aid. Did you all get into a scrap or something? Yeah, I know it's not much, but... Go in good health, Garu friends. So it's around 3 o'clock now. I think we have... Still got plenty of time. I think maybe we'll stop around 5 or 6. Somewhere between 5 and 7, like usual. But probably sooner. Oh, we got another nugget there. Yeah, we definitely got room for 2 more, so I like that. It's about to be 4 o'clock, and we are well on our way to having another nugget of this copper loosed. And our laboring is almost at 22. We are almost 75% of the way there, and I like to see that. There we are, baby, 3/4. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Love that. Love that for Takeya. Oh, we're about to hit level 22 on that, baby. I'm sure this is not exciting to view, and I apologize, but I'm trying to be so true to the spirit of what I wanted to do with this series, and just some of these more mundane things are just... It's kind of fun to me. I don't know. It's hard to explain. I always enjoyed the idea of playing in a fantasy or a sci-fi kind of game, like an open world RPG, where you just weren't like a main character and you could just kind of do whatever. Me and my brother used to try it a lot in Oblivion. We try to just be like role play, just like as a regular dude. But there weren't like regular jobs you could get, so we were always like a traveling potion maker. But then when you're traveling, it's like, while you're there, clear out a cave, and then you just turn into, normal Elder Scrolls character. Big, badass, beefy warrior or insanely high-powered mage. It's like, once you clear out the cave, maybe you could do a Daedric quest. And, now we've become a collector of Daedric artifacts. And now we're the chosen one. And now we've saved the world. So it's kind of fun that there isn't even, like, something like that here. I mean, there are things you can do, and I've seen people do it, but you don't have to, and it's not required to advance. It's just, you just do whatever. So kind of the mundanity of it is fun to me, and seeing like playing a character trying to regularly survive in this, what is probably for many of us, at least many of us people living comfortable lives in the modern era, a very unsurvivable situation with monsters and bandits and whatnot. What time is it? Alright, 1700. So that is about 5 o'clock, I believe. Yeah, I think probably around 6-ish, we'll probably have this last nugget of copper loosed. And then we'll just get walking back over to the hub. because our encumbrance is heavy. But I will appreciate the strength increase, I gotta say. And I'm surprised we haven't seen too many bandits waltzing around out here. It seems they're only in the hills when we want to go up there. Either that or we just had supremely bad luck. I think once we get him back in town, we'll hang out in the Trade Ninjas bar for a little bit. And from there, we'll do some scouting in these hills in the morning. We may need this copper. Oh. Lee, starving bandits. Yep, you know what? Let's take that and go. We're gonna bounce. What is our strength at? Just so I know. It's at 8. I mean, that's definitely gonna be increasing soon. 8 at like 26%, but hey. Yeah, we can only run 10 miles. But I don't think they're heading this way, so we can probably just walk it out. No need to spend the extra energy. Yeah, they're not gonna be moving our way, at least not too quickly, methinks. Yeah, we're okay. Takeya, you have possibly survived another day. I'm not sure how long a week or a day is in Kenshi. Well, I mean, a day is clearly 24 hours, but I don't know how long a week is in Kenshi. I don't know if they operate on a 7-day cycle. But I'm just going to assume they do, for my own sanity. I'm sure there's probably someone out there that could tell you, or really let us know. But since they have 24-hour days, I'm going to assume they have 7-day weeks. And it has been 2 weeks since we left Bast. We left Bast on day 1, and since then, it has certainly been a roller coaster of a time. There's been good days, there have been very bad days. Who's that? Kaguya. Oh, it's another drifter. Patrolling around town. Let's see that strength stat. 49%. Wow. Amazing. Maybe maybe that'll level up before we sell off all this copper. And even if it doesn't, it was at 26 or 28% before, and the fact that we are now at 55% is pretty impressive. Every percentage point is going to help. But it does seem to be killing our dodge and our dexterity. Well, I'd like to keep this up and look at it. Yeah, I don't think it's going to go up 40% by the time we hit the Trade Ninjas bar, but hey. Just is what it is. Maybe we should consider getting a pack animal, too. Would that be something we should consider? Maybe getting like a pack Garu? I don't know. I'm not sure I want to manage another character, especially an animal. Maybe the smart thing to do is just get a backpack. $70? Oh, baby. Maybe we'll hit, we will at least hit 75. If we can get 3/4 of the way to a strength increase, that would be real swell. Yeah, we're gonna... Take is definitely going to make a few bones tonight on this little copper trade. So, yeah, I'd like to definitely scout those hills further out. This person just been hanging out there all day. Who are you? Oh, is that person from the Hounds? Yeah. 77. Alright. Ooh, 2,700 cats. I like that. So let's go take a little walk around the hub before we call it a night. You know, there are homes for sale here too, which is very interesting. Should we buy a house? Maybe we do make a life here, mining copper, and instead of sleeping at the bar with the other drifters, we just buy ourselves a little casita. Can we move you? Thought that would. Ever need help smoothing things over with the hounds? You know where to find me. So you have diplomatic status. This person is very special with diplomatic importance. Anyone who attacks this guy will be in serious trouble with their faction. Ah, so you have diplomatic immunity. It's nice to see certain things still exist in the world of Kenshi. That's funny. Takeya has no diplomatic immunity of any kind. Just a drifting vagrant. Who are you? Nishijima. The shinobi thief. This must be one of those wandering assassins. Interesting. Must be going to the thief's tower. Unless he's popping in the bar to trade. See, that's what we need. We need a purpose like that. Maybe we'll have one day. It's a shame you can't actually join factions in this game. I hope in Kenshi 2 that's something you can do. Swear yourself to a faction and then you get to just kind of do their stuff, whether it's patrols or fighting in battles. Since it's going to be like 900-ish years in the past, I would very much like to play as a hydraulic knight. Alright. It has not been easy since we arrived in the border zone, but we're definitely making the most of our time here. So, I think we're going to head into the bar and give Takeya some much-needed relaxation for the day. He made a good amount of money on that copper haul, no doubt about it. Another day or two of that, and I think I'd be willing to buy a food cube and another food cube. I'd like to have 2 of them in the inventory, so it might be another couple days. But I'd like to have 2 of those in the inventory, and then we can go out on a little shopping expedition. I don't know if we're going to head back to Stack. I'm somewhat confident I can find my way back to Stack. Alright, so we'll fast forward the time, let him relax here for a little bit in this sitting spot. And then when the sun is all the way down, we'll head upstairs and go to bed. But yeah, I'm somewhat confident we can find our way back to Stack. That other city in the distance, I don't know. I don't know if I trust myself enough to risk going that way. But then again, if we do get lost in the desert, ideally in this situation we'll have 2 food cubes on us. So we will be fed for a while as we attempt to find our way back to any kind of civilization. Alright, let's fast forward our boy here. Relaxed in the bar a little bit today. Got some copper mining done. Not too bad. And why is that? Oh, it's because of our encumbrance. I see. Yeah, I think tomorrow we'll We'll go into those hills south of us and see what we can see. And pray that no bandits come across us. We'll head out early in the morning. Wake up at 5. Yeah, we'll give him till 5:30. How about we do till 5:30? I think Takeya has definitely earned a few extra minutes of rest. But yeah, I mean, 2,679 cats. That's not bad. That's not bad. And if we can maybe make 1,000 cats a day mining copper on our copper sales, then in a couple days I would feel good about going on a shopping trip, or at least on a little expedition. You know, maybe we make our way out of the border zone. Maybe our time here is very temporary. Who knows? I certainly don't. But then there's also, you know, the possibility of buying a house and maybe building something here in this place. I'm not sure this is a place I want to live, though. Alright, Takeya. Alright. It's time to get moving and grooving, buddy. Man, there's so much stuff in here I'd like. I'd love to just nip that food cube without anybody looking. The problem is someone's always looking. And now, normally I don't condone theft, and I try to be a decent person here in the world of Kenshi, but man, just these dang food cubes are so damn expensive. But yeah, that bug house, that might be worth looking into purchasing it, but 10.5k, that is not an insignificant amount of money. So I'm going to have Takeya picking up the pace here a little bit. Set a waypoint out there and get moving. I think when we're on a scouting mission, we can afford to move a little quicker. I mean, he's still got a while before he's going to get hungry and eat that, and at least eat half of that food cube, so... Set another running waypoint for us way out there. Is that strength going up at all? I don't think so. Or if it is, it's so minute. Are athletics going up? Alright. At least we're getting that. I guess because we're only lightweight, we're not really too over-encumbered. But I wonder if from these hills over here, can we see that other possible city? Come on. What are you loading? Alright, there we go. Keep an eye out. We've seen bandits walking around this area quite a bit. Definitely not trying to get beat up. I haven't seen slavers, any slave traders or any manhunters in this area for quite a while. I wonder what's going on there. Oh wow, this is just like a junk field. Ooh, what are we sprinting for? What are we sprinting for? Of course. Oh man, do we risk anything today? Let's try. Let's try it. If we notice ourselves getting too dinged up, we'll run. Oh my god, this is a lot of people. Oh wow, our chest has already taken a nasty hit. Oof. Okay. And so has the left leg. So, he's gonna run while we can still run quick. Did we even get a... We got a hit off on one of them. Just don't know... Oh, probably this guy. Got him in his arm. Hey, well, I'll take it. And maybe this guy, we got him in the leg. No, there's no way we hit all these guys. They maybe had a tussle with someone else earlier. Probably the most likely scenario. But yeah, you gotta run, buddy. There's no fucking way in hell that I'm giving any of you pricks my food cube. But if you want to keep following me, I would encourage them to just cut bait now. I realize you're hungry and that's making you a little desperate, but following me, I think, will only lead to bad news for you guys and good news for me, because I will strip all of you naked and sell your things. And maybe that will put me in the 3,000 cat territory. Nope. Nope, 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 no, 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 no! Fucking stupid camera angles. Oh boy, oh boy. Definitely taking some nasty hits to the chest. Oh man. Alright. Hate to drag you into this trade, ninjas, but thanks, buddies. Alright, let's focus on fighting this chick. Alright, that was a couple of good hits. Oh man. You all should never have come here. Foolish, foolish people. Alright. I will give you that, then I shall take this man's things and then sell them to you once more. Oh. I guess this dude really wanted to pick that guy up specifically. See? Stupid, stupid bandits. You should never have followed me here. And now you are all naked and dying. Neither of which sound particularly pleasant. What's this guy's name? Ping. Hi, Ping. You are dying, Ping, from a mortal chest wound. And I gotta say, I feel a little bad for you. Oh wow, thought he would at least. Thought you would at least walk over there to pick this person up there, Takeya. Yeah, these items are not great, but I'm gonna take the cash I'm getting. I'll pick this guy up. Alright. I don't think it's going to get us into 4,000 cat territory, but... Oh, crap. Beautiful. I'll pick this one up. Stupid bandits have no idea how much money they were making me. Now, in my defense, you all heard me. I did ask them not to follow me. I did say that would be a bad idea for them, and good for me. I mean, you all heard me. You all heard me say it. Sorry, I know you guys threw this guy outside, but... Whew. If any bone dogs come around, they are going to be eating good tonight. I think, hey, we hit that strength 9. Look at that. Hell, I'll even help all of you get them out here. Let's move this guy even a little further. Oh shit. Hilarious. Almost got us to 4,000 cats. Almost. Man, it's only 11 a.m. too. Maybe we're doing some nighttime scouting. Who is that? Kaguya. We never see you here in the bar. Welcome. She got a Nodachi? Yeah, nice blade. Alright. But I think Takeya here is gonna have to get some much needed rest to help that stomach heal up. But his saber skill is going up, his melee attack and defense are going up, his toughness is up. I mean, taking a couple of nasty hits like that will do that to you. I mean, obviously his medic skill is going up as well, but we're going to put him in here, and he's going to rest for a little bit. And I think that's probably where we're going to call this episode, when he wakes up from his medically required rest. And then the next episode, I think we'll start off with a little bit of maybe nighttime scouting, but I'm not sure I want to scout at night. You know, maybe we'll just rest him here, and, you know, maybe we could do some afternoon scouting. I just don't know, but that will be next episode for sure. But right now, these injuries definitely need to be healed, because the injuries are costing us a little bit. Yeah, I mean, it's only 2 p.m., so... I think we'll at least finish out today before we end the episode. So it actually might go a little longer than I'm expecting. I was expecting to end it right about now, but we might tack on a couple of extra minutes. And if you're one of those people that's watching this and really enjoy the longer videos, then hey, more power to you. Yeah, I mean, Takeya's awake. He's healed up. Got his rest for a couple of hours. Outside of the bar is probably going to be filled with flies soon enough, eating these morons. Not quite yet. Are they? Oh yeah, none of them survived. We begged, we implored them. Like, just go north and steal from a Holy Farm storage. And despite his exertions in combat, he's rested up, so I'm comfortable putting him in a little bit of a jog. Just to increase pace a little bit. I think we got enough time to... Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. How many of you hungry bastards are there out here? I mean, like, genuinely. I sympathize, I do. I started out in a very similar situation. And I'm one guy. And I've made it. There's no excuse that you guys can't do the same. I'm just gonna have to hope we're quick enough to not attract their attention. But it looks like Tabuchi might be their leader there. No, you just keep moving, Takeya. I mean, I know they'll attack me, but you bastards are not getting my fucking food cube. I can't have it. And our KO point is now minus 21 instead of minus 20. So that's nice. And toughness does a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, amount of damage you can take to stagger you. 8. Oh, okay. Knockout point, minus 21. Yeah. Chance to resist stealth knockouts, martial arts damage. Damage resistance, 44%. Interesting. Knockout time. Cool. Alright. I think we outpaced those starving bandits quite a bit, which is nice. Some more copper out here. I don't know if we discovered that before, but good to know. In case we ever feel like mining copper in a worse location, that will require us much more time to get back to the city. Discovered squin. Alright, let's... Okay. Maybe that's what we saw in the distance before. That looks a little southwest. Oh my god. Well, these hills don't go very high. As long as we keep that in our view, we'll always know where the hub is. I believe that's the Shinobi Thieves Tower. Oh, man. Oh, wow. Is this a, is that a road? What's that? Is that the city? Well, shit. Looks like we found Squin. Let's go check it out. No need to rush since we're not scouting. We know where we're going. It looks like this is maybe a little road. And I think from Squin, hopefully we'll be able to still see the hub. The hub is kind of our central location right now. So let's go see what's over there. Maybe we can stay the night here. I'm sure like any city, they've got a bar. Oh man, this episode is taking a nice pleasant turn, I think. Let's go see what this Squin place is all about. I think one of my buddies, that I introduced to Kenshi a while back, oh crap, didn't mean to do that. He lives in Squin. That's where he bought his house, and that's where he spends most of his time, here in Squin. Me, I lived in, at least on my main character, that I can't play anymore, because that was an unmodded game. But he lived in World's End. He was a devout tech hunter and cannibal hunter. I still wonder where Takeya's road leads him. That's awesome. It's cool that we found this. Very, very cool indeed. You just gotta keep an eye out for, I imagine probably bone dogs, dust bandits, and more starving bandits. But it'll be interesting to see what this place has to offer. Hub does not have much to offer. Starving bandits. Tanaka. Well, considering I'm thinking it's got a police, so yeah, that's a city. If these guys want to come after me, I'm confident whatever, you know, if it's not like the hub, I'm assuming it's like more like a regular city, so there's probably going to be guards there that will assist us. But I definitely think we're going to be running directly into these guys. I mean, they're like walking directly to the city. Guys planning to try to raid the city? Wouldn't that be crazy? Just a bunch of hungry bandits or starving bandits just fucking take down a whole city. That'd be some crazy shit. It does look like a defensible little choke point here in this valley. That's really cool. Oh, he's gonna be eating that food cube soon. Definitely wasn't planning on hitting up a new city today, but this is kinda neat. I'm tempted to pick a fight with these guys and drive them right into the security of the town. Shek Kingdom. Aoki. Okay, so we are in the Shek Kingdom now. Interesting. Looks like we've crossed from a neutral zone into another country. Very interesting. I mean, Takeya has heard of a Shek Kingdom, I'm sure, but he's known some Shek in the United Cities. They're definitely one of the races that populate it, but he's definitely never been to the Shek Kingdom. So this will be interesting. This will be very, very interesting for him. I think he would probably know that Shek are pretty bristly people. Not likely. Oh yeah, eat that food cube, buddy. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, heck yeah. They're probably not as likely, they're not likely to be as welcoming to him as the Holy Nation was. But maybe they won't give him a hard time about getting into the city. And if they do, then we just turn around and go back to the hub. Alright. They're not giving us a hard time. Weapon shop, armor shop, bar, good to know. Is that another bar? Oh, travel gear. Alright, since it's getting a little later in the day, let's head to the travel gear store. Flat skins talk too much. And let's have him run. I'd like him to run that way so we can see this travel gear store. That looks like a place where we can purchase a backpack. Oh. A human tech hunter runs this store. Interesting. Yeah, let's do business. The Wayfaring Hoarder. Lowers your combat skills. Do they have backpacks that don't do that? Oh, a small thief's backpack? A hip pack? Pack worn at the back of the hip. It's perfect for carrying essentials and allows for efficient storage of small items. Interesting. Oh, he's got maps too. Map of the United Cities Extended Territories. Shows towns Katun, Clownsteady, Drifter's Last, Morn, Shobatai, Slave Farm, and Slave Markets. Interesting. Interesting for sure. Map to World's End. The Outland Stronghold of the Machinist University. Okay, okay. And a glorious holy map shows Bad Teeth, Holy Farm, Holy Military Base, and Holy Mines. Huh. Shows the outland towns of the UC of the far south. Then I don't know why it shows Shobatai as well, but whatever. Backpack. Backpack. Drops our combat skills quite a bit, which I don't like. But it reduces encumbrance by 90%. A rig pack. God, that really drops the skills. All of these kind of do, huh? Maybe we just go for a small backpack for 1,000 cats. Heck yeah. And yeah, that's 3,000. That would have been too crazy. And let's buy 2 maps. Map of the Shek Kingdom and map of the United Cities Extended Territories. That's gonna be Good for us. And let's get the heck out of this store. Since we're here in the Czech Kingdom, might behoove us to know a little more about the territory in which we're currently exploring, and I appreciate him staying open for us like that. That's a longhouse. It's a destroyed longhouse. General shop, that is closed. Alright, so we are in Squin. Wow. We're definitely going to hit the bar and stay there tonight. I think that's probably a good idea. It'd be nice to stay somewhere where we have a little more than just trade ninjas manning the fort and protecting the city. It looks like we got some brave Czech warriors here. I'll definitely feel a lot better, a lot safer with some... I definitely feel safe in a Czech city. At least no one's giving us a hard time, so I'm not sure what to really expect here. So let's go on inside. Oh, and since we've got a backpack, let's start throwing stuff in there. Is there a proprietor of this fine establishment? Okay, there you are. Hello, sir. Do you have anything I can purchase from you? There's nothing I really want. But what I do want is to borrow one of your beds. What? Who are you? What's going on here? An outsider, how curious. Tell me, outsider, do you know much of the Czech society? Not really, no. Around here, a Czech standing is measured in bravery and battle skill, as in the same footsteps of Kral. Foreigners are only tolerated in this town for their trade, under the stone golem's orders. Every Czech in the city is itching for a fight since she came to power, especially against an honorless foreigner like you. I suggest you keep your head down if you want to leave the city in one piece. Sounds like a fun city. Then you'll fit in around here. We live and breathe battle in the Czech Kingdom. Only through honorable battles can we gain passage to the Holy Lands. You do well to know our customs if you are to survive in this town. Oh, thanks for the advice. Now keep your head down, flat skin. Alright, I didn't come here to be racially profiled. Alright, well, while we're here, and we've got a map open, let's check this map of the Czech Kingdom. 3 locations added to the map. Cool. Let's see what those are. Admag, the Great Fortress, and Last Stand. Cool. Now let's check this map of the United Cities. Alright, so apparently this is considered an extended territory. Let's start in the north. And that is Shobatai. Good to know. Good to know. Slave Farm. Okay. Okay. And now these United Cities in the south that I do... Alright, Morn, Katun, is there another? Clown Steady. Is there another one down here? Drifter's Last. Man, that looks like a city at the very end of the world. Drifter's Last, Clown Steady, Katun, Morn, Shobatai, and a slave farm. We're definitely... I don't know if we're going to be heading to the Great Desert, but... this is good to know. There's another Czech city here. These possibly fortresses of some kind, maybe. What is this down here? A market. Interesting. Maybe a little market town. But now we know where these other United cities are. So maybe, we make our way south and, we enter a different part of our native country. But for now, this guy's got to sleep. For 100 cats, my gosh. Sleeping hasn't been that expensive in ages. But in the morning, we're going to check the armor shop. Maybe we can... Whoa! Who are these? Nomad. Man, you guys are everywhere. Hey, Ben the Nomad. Ben and... Motosuke. Takano. Fujisawa. And Samura. Man, just Ben. What a wild name. What a wild name, dude. Certainly interesting. Certainly very interesting. I really want to check out the armor shop now. But I think once he wakes up, we're going to call it from there, and we'll explore Squin a little more on the next episode. I think that's probably the best move for us. Well, okay, that's the end of this episode. This was a pretty fun one, I gotta say. Wasn't expecting to come to a new city and pick up some new gear. So that is really exciting, and I am super excited to check out the armor shop on the next one. But let me get some YouTuber crap out of the way. If you're enjoying this, please consider liking, please consider subscribing. I have a playlist where you can watch all these videos. And again, apologies for episodes 3, 4, and 5 and their very poor visual fidelity. I hope that will all be corrected going forward. But more than any of that, if none of that is your jam, I am just so glad that you are taking time out of your day to be here with me and watch these videos, because Takeya the Drifter has been a fun series, and I hope you're also enjoying our Night City Nomad series, which we release a video on every Wednesday, and that follows the story of V, a nomad in Night City, trying to survive in a world gone bad. But more than any of that, like I said, I'm just so grateful that you took time out of your day to be here with me, and I will see you in the next one.